shocks, wheels, tires, the lift. This is the Jeep owner's quadfecta, the perfect series of upgrades that make the vehicle unique, capable, noticeable, and personal. Perhaps just for show, and just because you can, but in my case, to take me places I've never been before. This is TrailNewbie. Believe it or not, it all started here with a 2012 Jaguar XF. It was a portfolio edition, V8 naturally aspirated. We loved this ride until we sold it on Craigslist, and in 24 hours it was gone. So what now? Another sports sedan, zippy little coupe? No, we started looking at Jeeps. First with a Sport Altitude. We really liked it a lot and actually came close to buying it. We liked the LED lights and we loved the Sting Gray, but we really then decided we wanted a Rubicon. That's right, a Rubicon. We did not opt for a ton of options on this. In fact, it was the least expensive Rubicon that I could find, while it still had a good size screen, Apple CarPlay. This is the 2.0 Turbo, and soon enough the keys were ours. I still remember what it felt like that night, driving away from the lot. It's a feeling you can only really understand if you are a Jeep owner. It felt even better though to get it in the garage. Being a total newbie to Jeeps, I installed the things that I could, like a tow hitch and some headliners to reduce noise and regulate temperature a little better, some clear vinyl on the door frames, also put some clear vinyl across the entire front, believe it or not, that's how weird I am. And from there, moved on to thinking I could replace these headlights. It looked pretty easy. The halogens are terrible. So with a simple fix, I was able to install the Oracle Oculus headlights. These are amazing. Anyone can do it. I threw in some LED bulbs to match in the fog lights and the daytime running lights. From there, a US flag decal, which I absolutely love. From there, I installed a tailgate table. This is the Trailgater by Outback Adventures. I love this thing. Now it was time to explore a little bit. So one of the first trips was up to the Redwoods here in California, only to find out that the BFG KO2s throw rocks, and the rocks hit the door hinges constantly. So I had 3 major dings and really was not happy about this. So I got the Mopar paint pen and had to touch these up. It was a very doable job for anybody, but after that, trust me, I got these mud flaps just to stop throwing rocks. From there, we made a few quick trips up to Millerton Lake just to kind of try out the 4-wheel drive for the first time. Also hit some Forest Service roads near the Bass Lake area. It was just really nice to get out and try some very easy trails. One really memorable trip that we took was up Sky Ranch Road, which is an easy road above Bass Lake, California, and it started dumping snow. It was beautiful. We'll remember this trip for a long time. From the snow to the desert, my brother-in-law and I took a trip out to Death Valley. We did Titus Canyon. We had a really great time out there. Also took the Jeep into the Reward Mine for the first time and drove about 3/4 of a mile into the mountain. This trail was phenomenal. If you haven't done it, you've got to go and check it out. That trip was really the first kind of true off-road experience where we did throw it into 4-low. We also took a trip over to the Santa Cruz Mountains and Big Sur and did the Old Coast Road, and I cannot tell you how beautiful a drive that was, overlooking Bixby Bridge and all of Big Sur. The Old Coast Road was amazing. While there was still snow, we made a quick run up to Dinky Creek, which is just east of Shaver Lake, California. But back to the desert we went, and we made a stop at the Trona Pinnacles. If you have not camped out at the Trona Pinnacles, you absolutely need to go and check it out. This is managed by the Bureau of Land Management, and just an incredible destination to go check out. It is really close to the town of Ridgecrest, California, so you're close by to a lot of amenities. And now the most recent trip was to Alabama Hills with a few of my buddies. They were all in their Jeeps with the exception of an AEV Edition Gladiator, which was just incredible. And that brings me to Disciple Off-Road in Hanford, California, a fantastic little boutique shop where I took the stock Rubicon and got a lift and tires, and ultimately powder coated the stock wheels because I liked them quite a bit. Here is the stock setup just for your reference, and those wheels, I know a lot of people take them off and just junk them or hawk them on Craigslist. I wanted to try something different. I hope you're going to like the outcome of it, but driving this Rubicon stock was a true joy. I really loved taking it out on some of the longer highway miles, and didn't feel tired or bumped around by a bumpy ride or anything like that. The stock ride was really incredible, but it was time to make a change, and I've been planning this for a while. I wanted to get those before and after measurements, the front 38 and about a half, and on the rear we're coming in at 38 and a quarter. This of course is on BFG KO2s. I was really excited when my King 2.5 remote Reservoir Shocks came in. These are with the compression adjusters and also my 35-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers. And here is the finished product. I was really pleased with the stance and the look of it, and I think we've definitely got to do a quick walk around. All right, so I'm here with Jeremy at Disciple Off-Road in Hanford, California. He's just finished a lift and tires for me. And Jeremy, what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, we did the EVO Manufacturing 2.5-inch Overland Enforcer kit, or Enforcer Overland kit, with the King 2.5 shocks with compression adjusters. It's a really good overall kit. It gives you a nice 2.5 inches of lift, and I'm running a set of 35-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers. And Greg here wanted to keep the stock wheels, so we ended up doing just a powder coat on them so you can still use factory wheels, which turned out pretty dang good. And other than that, we're running front and rear rock jock track bars to keep those axles centered.
Okay, let's get those after measurements now. The front, we are coming in right at 43. If you remember, the before measurement was 38 and a half. The rear was 38 and a quarter. And on the rear, we're coming in, it looks like, at 42. So this included some leveling out of the whole rig. I really love the way that this looks. I hope that you like it too. Probably next up for me is going to be to swap out the front and rear bumpers, but just really pleased with how everything turned out. The King shocks honestly are kind of like little pieces of art, and just really love the look of this. And powder coating these rims in gloss black really turned out to be a nice touch. Until you see the after, you don't realize kind of how boring the before was. The outcome was exactly what I was hoping for, and I cannot say enough about Disciple Off-Road. If you're in the Central Valley area, please look them up. They do fantastic work. It's not a big shop where you're going to get lost in the shuffle. Jeremy will take his time, talk you through anything you need to know about the job he's going to do, the work he's going to do. Love Disciple Off-Road. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Well, there you have it. Just wanted to give you a short video here to give you an idea of where the Jeep started, where we've been, and where it is now. Keep an eye out for more videos coming soon.